Hi all, my name is Kashmi Chatisa. I'm a student of Food and Nutrition Management in Georgian College, Barry. Today I'm going to present you the importance of time and temperature control in safety of food. Time temperature abuse is one of the biggest contributors to foodborne illness. Provincial Health Protection and Promotion Act HPPA in Ontario has set specific rules for time temperature control to keep food safe. At the temperature range called danger zone, microorganisms can multiply rapidly to harmful levels, increasing the risk of foodborne illness. To avoid this, the time that food spends in the temperature danger zone must be minimized. There are three temperature zones that we need to know. First one, hot holding zone, which is above 60 Celsius. And the second one, the danger zone, which is 4 Celsius to 60 Celsius. And the third one, cold holding zone, which is below 4 Celsius. Time temperature control should always be followed throughout the food handling process from receiving goods to serving the food at correct temperatures. Any high risk food must be thrown out if it's been in the temperature danger zone for 2 hours. The products that we receive to the kitchen should have proper shipping temperatures. Refrigerated foods should be at 4 centigrades or lower, and frozen foods should be at minus 18 centigrades or lower. Reject any products that is warm or has been thawed and refrozen. When talking about the storages, in the fridges, temperature should be controlled at 4 centigrades or below, while freezers should be at or below minus 18 centigrades. Dry storages temperatures should be controlled at 10 centigrades to 21 centigrades. We should never thaw food at the room temperature or on the counter of your kitchen overnight. We can use methods like thawing food in the fridge at 4 centigrades, completely submerged under potable water as a part of a cooking process, or in a microwave. If food has been thawed, don't refreeze it without cooking first. So here I have mentioned some of the proper internal temperatures for range of foods. So we have to use proper probe thermometer to measure the internal temperature of the cooked item. So there are two types of holding techniques. First one, hot holding, is holding cooked food at or above 60 Celsius, and the second one, cold holding, is at or below 4 Celsius. Ready to eat food can be held at room temperature no more than 2 hours. Cooling foods too slowly is one of the leading causes of foodborne illness. The faster the food is cooled, the less time it spends in the danger zone and the less risk there is for bacterial growth. To cool foods faster, shallow pans, ice water baths, blast chillers can be used. To cool the food fast enough, two-step cooling method can be used. At first step, food is cooled from 60 Celsius to 20 Celsius within 2 hours, and at the second step, food is cooled from 20 Celsius to 4 Celsius within 4 hours. When reheating food, the internal temperature of 74 Celsius must be maintained for at least 15 seconds, and the process should take no longer than 2 hours. And do not use hot holding equipments like holding ovens, steam tables for reheating process. When talking about the temperature control, we have to talk about the thermometers. So food can appear as they are well done but maybe not reach to the correct internal temperature. Therefore, using the thermometers is the best and easiest way to make sure the food is kept out of the danger zone. So we are going to discuss about few types of thermometers. First one, indicating thermometer, which indicate the storage temperature. Second one, laser thermometer, which designed to give instant temperature readout and only scans surface temperatures. So both are not good for measurement of internal temperature of cooked food. The third one is probe thermometer, which is the best for fast reading of the internal temperature of the food. To use this, we have to insert this into the thickest part of the food without touching bone or container. We have to clean and sanitize the probe thermometer between users and record the temperature in a logbook. We have to calibrate the probe thermometer before use if dropped when going from one temperature range to another or after a long storage time. For that, we can use freezing point method, which involves a 50-50 mix of crushed ice and water, which is at 0 centigrades. When talking about the summary, the first rule is don't forget the danger zone, which is 4 centigrades to 60 Celsius. We have to avoid this as much as possible to avoid pathogen growth. Second one, 2-hour rule. Hazardous food left at room temperature for more than 2 hours must be thrown away. The third rule is to follow the time temperature control throughout the food handling process from receiving goods to serving foods at correct temperatures. The fourth one is always use a probe thermometer to measure the internal temperature of the food because looks can be deceiving. So this is the end of the presentation. There are a few questions I made from the presentation on this slide. You can find all the answers from the presentation for the questions. So I hope this presentation was useful and thank you so much.